Today we got a story time of a Minecraft kid who thinks he's a god. He thinks because he's played so much Minecraft that he has been given the ultimate powers of the Ender Dragon. And because of this, he actually intimidates a bunch of kids to do whatever he says. That is until he tries to quote-unquote intimidate the subscriber, and the subscriber challenges on him on his Ender Dragon powers. And let's just say that the Minecraft kid massively embarrasses himself in front of everyone. I know you'll enjoy this story, so sit back, relax, subscribe if you're new. Press the like button right now to claim your very own free nothing. And with that all being said, let's just jump right into it. So anyways, right, in the subscribers class, there's this kid who we're going to call the Minecraft kid. So they had a winter break, right? This all happened right after winter break. And during winter break, apparently the Minecraft kid spent like 12 hours a day playing Minecraft. This kid spent so much time playing Minecraft that he probably slept less than he played Minecraft. The number one activity that he did all day was play Minecraft. So this kid, to put it lightly, played a lot of Minecraft. And it must have, I don't know how this kid came to the conclusion, but he kind of got to the rationale that he's played so much Minecraft that he's actually gained the powers of the Ender Dragon. That is at least what he was telling people. I don't know if he genuinely believed it or he was trying to pull a fast one. I mean, either way, I'm going to give a massive spoiler. So I just want to warn you guys, massive spoiler. He didn't actually gain the powers of the Ender Dragon. Yeah, I know. Pretty crazy spoiler if you ask me. No, but seriously, when they get back to school, it all starts off as a normal day. As all these stories start off as a normal day, and then a Minecraft kid or a spoiled kid or an emo kid always come in to ruin things. But anyways, it all started off as a normal day. Well, I guess it wasn't necessarily a normal day as it was the first day back from winter break, as it's a mix of like excitement because you get to see your friends again, and then the realization that you are back from winter break and all that entails. So a little bit of excitement, but also a little bit of like, yes, back to the daily grind. So anyways, the subscriber sits down in his first period class, and the Minecraft kid sits next to him. The Minecraft kid played a little bit of Minecraft before this all happened, but over break, he played like so much more than he's ever played before. And so people didn't know him as the Minecraft kid, but we're calling him the Minecraft kid because he claims to have the powers of the Ender Dragon, so he is a Minecraft kid. So anyways, right, the Minecraft kid sits down next to the subscriber, and it's a little weird because the subscriber and him aren't like close friends, but also they're chill, like they're chilling, like they're boys, I guess. Like the subscriber, it isn't super weird, it's just a little bit like, oh, like you don't normally sit here, but I mean, if you want to talk to me, that's valid, I guess. So yeah, anyways, right, the Minecraft kid sits down next to the subscriber. And the Minecraft kid turns to the subscriber. He's like, look, man, do you have a second? And the subscriber's like, sure. And I don't know, the subscriber's taking a little bit aback because it looked like the Minecraft kid had this kind of like scared look on his face, like this kind of like eyes darting back and forth, all nervous, whatever. And the subscriber's kind of like, what's this kid up to? Like, this is a little bit weird. And so the kid's like, hey, man, like, we got to talk. And he's like, dude, I played a lot of Minecraft over the break. And the subscriber in his head is like, really? This is what you need to tell me? Like, this is, I mean, bro actually looked like, the FBI was after him. And he was trying to say, like, tell the secrets of, like, eternal youth or something. I don't know. And so it's just like, you have all this precaution and all this, like, timidness over you played a lot of Minecraft, like that just can't be it. So the subscriber's like, okay, like word. I don't know what else to say. And the Minecraft kid says, so I played a lot of Minecraft, but I played too much Minecraft. And because of this, dude, I don't know how you're going to take this, but I've absorbed the powers of the Ender Dragon. And the subscriber's like, what? Like, bro, what? What do you mean you've absorbed the powers of the Ender Dragon? He's like, yes, I have absorbed the powers of the Ender Dragon. And they're rushing through my veins right now. I don't know what to do about it, though. And the subscriber just says, I don't think you need to do anything about it. I think you're cool, bro. Like, congrats on getting the powers of the Ender Dragon? Whatever, right? Congrats. I don't think you need to worry about it. Because, like, the subscriber did notice that this kid was geeking out. Like, he was freaking out. And it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of like, okay, man, like, word. And the kid literally says, dude, I don't think you understand. Man, I don't think you understand what it means to have been given the powers of the Ender Dragon. I don't think you want to. Let's just say that you don't want to see my wife. If I'm angry, you don't want to be in the womb. And the subscriber's like, okay, I guess just don't get angry. At this point, the subscriber's getting really weirded out because this kid was just being weird. Not that he's like, oh my god, what if he actually has the powers of the Ender Dragon, man? Maybe he's not lying. Of course, this kid's lying, right? But at the same time, I don't know. He just doesn't want to have to deal. Like, the subscriber is getting a very strong reading on his nonsense barometer. What he's trying to say is he knows some nonsense is afoot. And he's not trying to get stuck between the Minecraft kid and whatever nonsense he's about to spew out. You know what I mean? You feel me, right? He just doesn't want to get in between the nonsense and this. So yeah, sure enough, right? The subscriber's like, okay, man, well, I wish you the best understanding your new Ender Dragon powers. And the Minecraft kid's like, thank you, dude. I appreciate it. So at this point, like, class begins and they're no longer talking with each other. And the subscriber thinks that, okay, this was a really weird interaction. And, you know, he is in 8th grade, so 8th graders can still be kind of weird. Like, I was a weird 8th grader. I never told anyone that I have, like, obtained the powers of the Ender Dragon and to fear me. But at the same time, like, I was strange in other ways. I'm sure there's plenty of story times that cover that on my channel. But yeah, so the subscriber was kind of thinking, okay, well, this is probably it. Like, I don't know. He's probably going to, like, maybe say one or two other things to other people. But it's definitely not going to turn into some big problem, right? Right? Yeah, the subscriber was way too optimistic here. Way too optimistic. Yeah, so anyways, right, sure enough, the Minecraft kid did not stop at that. And the subscriber started to realize that something was happening when he was sitting down at lunch the next day. And one of his friends is like, have you heard of, like, the Ender Dragon kid? And the subscriber's like, what? So the subscriber is pretty sure he knows what he's talking about, but he's thinking, okay, hold on a second. Rewind a little bit. When did this kid get a name? When did he become the Ender Dragon kid? Like, I missed a few chapters in the book before that happened, right? Like, when did he become a something kid? And so, sure enough, the subscriber's friend says, hey, look, like, I just heard around that, like, this kid is saying that he obtained the powers of the Ender Dragon, and the kid should really do what he says, or he's going to release their power. And the subscriber's like, okay, no one's falling for that, right? And the kid's like, well, actually, apparently some kids are believing it. And the subscriber's like, dude, oh, come on. Like, I know we're in 8th grade. I know I go to school with a lot of bots, but this is the most bot behavior They think he's really got the powers of the Ender Dragon? And the subscriber's friend's like, dude, I don't know. Like, he was saying that, you know, he has the powers. And the subscriber's like, dude, don't even for a second entertain it. Like, don't even entertain it for a second. And the subscriber says, like, oh, or the subscriber's friend's like, well, he says he has a video of him with the Ender Dragon powers, but if you see it, you die. And the subscriber's like, dude, there's no way that you're even considering this. The reason why he says that he, quote unquote, has a video of him with Ender Dragon powers is to convince you guys that he has Ender Dragon powers. And, oh, it just is it's just an accident that if you view the video, the only piece of evidence that he has, that you just so happen to die. Oh, yeah, no, of course. No. You're so right, bro. You're so right. He is actually the Ender Dragon. You are spot on. Such facts. And so the subscriber's friend's like, oh, actually, that's kind of a good point. And the subscriber, side note, he says his friend is an idiot. But that's the subscriber's commentary, not mine, even though I'm not going to necessarily disagree. It's not the brightest train of logic, but I've had my moments too. Anyways, though, so over the next couple days, basically what happens is the Minecraft kid almost makes an Ender Dragon cult around him, where not everyone falls for it. Like, they're in 8th grade, they're not in 2nd grade. But they are, like, there's enough people, like, I'd say about 1/10 of their grade falls for it. Which sounds not like a lot, like, oh, only 10%. Dude, think about it this way. 10% of the 8th graders at the subscriber school actually believe that this kid has Ender Dragon powers. Okay, now that I put it that way, it's a little bit more impressive, right? Okay, maybe impressive isn't the right word. Worrying, disappointing. A good reason for them to get off TikTok, because this is definitely TikTok brain syndrome at its finest. Yeah, so anyways, right, sure enough, the subscriber just witnesses as a 10th of his school fall to the Ender Dragon cult. I'm just going to call it that. And the Minecraft kid, who was kind of a little bit weird and nerdy, and like, I guess so was I, right, whatever. But he was a little bit weird and nerdy and nowhere near popular. In the span of like 5 days, amasses a cult-like following of 10% of the population, or 10% of his grade. Ridiculous, right? All because he says he has Ender Dragon powers. He got them from playing too much Minecraft, and that he has proof, but if you see the proof, you die. So no one wanted to take the risk, even though they thought, okay, it's pretty unlikely, but we're not taking the risk. I think most of these kids were just like, well, I don't want to take the risk, therefore I must. And it's like, bro, really? Anyways, though. So this all, like, the subscriber really feels the sting of this when one of his friends is like, questioned. So the subscriber is hearing about this, right? And he's like, this is so dumb. And all of his friends are agreeing except for one friend. And so the subscriber looks at this friend. Is like, dude, like, do you disagree? And the friend's like, well, I don't think he actually has Ender Dragon powers. But wouldn't it just be pragmatic to join his cult? Like, well, just to be safe. Like, what if he does? And the subscriber's like, dude, he doesn't. But the kid's like, well, what if? Like, have you seen the video? The subscriber's like, well, no. And the kid's like, well, yeah, because you die if you see the video. And the subscriber's like, no, I won't. He's like, so then watch the video then. And the subscriber's like, okay, sure. I don't care. And the subscriber's friend's like, dude, don't do it. I can't lose you. Not this young. And the subscriber's like, dude, he doesn't have Ender Dragon powers. That video isn't real and it doesn't exist. And the subscriber's friend's like, well, if it does and you die, like, you're going to be mad bummed. And the subscriber's like, 1, if I'm dead, I'm not going to be mad bummed. And 2, I'm not going to die because he doesn't have Ender Dragon power. Oh my God. And at this point, the subscriber realized that he needed to do something about it. And that he needed to be the one to save his friend, basically, from the Ender Dragon cult. So the subscriber sits down and he's like, all right, I need to formulate a plan. And after sitting for about an hour, the subscriber knows exactly what he needs to do to completely poke the bubble or to burst the bubble of the Ender Dragon cult. But real quick, if you made it this far into the video, comment dragon down below. The secret word of the day will be dragon. If you're on YouTube, comment it a couple times. If you're on Spotify, you can only comment it once, but just go ahead and comment that. And also, if you're on YouTube, make sure to check out Spotify. I upload these stories and other stuff on Spotify. It is the first and only link in the description and the first and only link in the pinned comment. And of course, press the like on the video right now to claim your free nothing if you haven't already. So anyways, right, what is the plan? What is the plan of this, not the spoiled kid, the subscriber? So here's the thing. At this point, this Minecraft kid has convinced a 10th of the school to join his Ender Dragon cult, or to basically be afraid of his Ender Dragon powers because of this supposed fear that they don't want to do, right? A lot of these kids probably don't even fully believe that he has Ender Dragon powers. Like, if you were to go up to them and be like, okay, I have a gun to your head, you need to answer this correctly or you'll die, right? Kind of, okay, a little morbid, but whatever. Does this kid have Ender Dragon powers? I bet a lot of them would say no, because they don't necessarily believe, if they had to choose, they don't necessarily believe he's Ender Dragon powers. But the reason why this kid is able to execute so much power is because they're mostly sure, right? They're mostly sure he doesn't have Ender Dragon powers, but they're not 100% sure, which I'm 100% sure he doesn't have Ender Dragon powers, guys. Trust me on this one. But these kids haven't, right? So they're just joining his cult, which basically means they'll do what he says to an extent, and they'll quote unquote fear him, right? To make sure he doesn't unleash his Ender Dragon powers on them, which is ridiculous, right? This is like a line from The Simpsons. I think I've actually quoted this in another video before. The Simpsons or Family Guy, it was a cutaway gag for something. And it was like, it was Peter or Homer, and it was like, oh, like, you know, I spent, and like, I think what the daughter or something comes in and is like, Dad, why are you spending $10,000 a month on like dragon insurance? And Peter's like, well, bro, like, have you seen any dragons kill me yet? Like, I don't think so. Money well spent. The same fallacy here. Yeah, so anyways, right, Sure enough, the subscriber knows what he needs to do. He needs to burst this bubble, and he needs to do so publicly and so that everybody can see. So anyways, right, the subscriber decides that he is going to take on the Minecraft kid. So they have like a recess free block or whatever, but they all have the same time. So he knows that he can get a pretty big crowd. And he starts spreading the rumor that he's going to take on the Minecraft kid, or the Ender Dragon kid, as we'll call him more specifically now. And so the rumor starts to spread, basically trying to get as many people as possible in the know so that they'll show up, or at least enough people will see it happen to spread the rumor to break the Ender Dragon cult completely. Because remember, the Ender Dragon cult is more or less 100% on this whole no one wants to take the risk fallacy, right? Even though there is no risk. It is a perceived risk that doesn't actually exist. And this actually exists all around us, but you just need to see it. You need to have your eyes open to see it. Anyways, though, so the Ender Dragon kid, normally during free period, at least for the last couple days, as long as the Ender Dragon cult has like been around, he sits on like a desk, and that is his quote unquote Ender Dragon throne, and he'll like tell his minions, "Go fetch me a snack. Go fetch me whatever. Go do my homework. It's for my math class. Go do my Algebra 2 work." Or I don't think you do Algebra 2 in 8th grade unless you're like on the Super Excel track. Anyways, though, so the subscriber goes up to him on his throne, and most of the Ender Dragon cult was there, and a lot of other people were starting to just show up just to see the showdown. Because I think a lot of people thought the whole thing was BS, but they either wanted to see, like, okay, if he actually has Ender Dragon powers, I'd love to see that. And also, too, I want to see this kid's bubble get popped. I just didn't feel like doing it. Mostly the second one. I don't think people actually showed up thinking that he actually had powers. But anyways, so the subscriber says, "Hey, man, like, how's it going?" And the Ender Dragon kid is like, "So, you decided to crawl back. Oh, my," and he says like, "Oh, yes, actually, the subscriber over here was the first one I informed of my Ender Dragon powers. But he decided to ignore me. How foolish." And he turns to all, like, his cult members, and they're all like, "Oh, like, how that's so crazy you do that. Ender Dragon kid, you're so cool and so right and so swag and handsome and humble." Yeah, so the subscriber's just looking at him like, "I'm actually not here. I'm here to challenge, like, everything you've been saying." And the Ender Dragon kid is like, "You fool! You will suffer the consequences if you do such." The subscriber's like, "Okay, I'll suffer the consequences." And the subscriber's like, "All right, where's your proof that you actually have Ender Dragon powers?" And the Ender Dragon kid's like, "So, I took a video of it. But if you see the video, you will die. Do you take the risk?" And the subscriber's like, "Yeah, okay, I'll take the risk." And the Ender Dragon kid's like, "What?" No one that has gotten that far, because I think most kids have either completely ignored him, but the ones who haven't ignored him have a little bit of a suspicion in the back of their head that he actually has Ender Dragon powers. So every kid who's gotten this far before has folded. Remember, the Ender Dragon cult has only been around for like 4 days. I'm sure if it was around for longer, someone else would have done this, but it just happens to be the subscriber's the first one. And the Ender Dragon kid's like, "I beg for you to reconsider because I don't want you to pass away." And the subscriber's like, "Nah, dude, I'm good. I'm trying to see this video." And the Ender Dragon kid's like, "I will not show you the video because you're being foolish and I'm not going to let you die. I like you too much." And the subscriber's like, "No, I demand to see the video right now. If you don't show me the video, that's only proof that you don't have powers." And the Ender Dragon kid's like, "I do have powers. It was given to me because I was playing Minecraft for so long." And the subscriber turns to like the Ender Dragon cult and he's like, "Dude, this kid is bluffing. He's not showing me the video. I am willing to risk my life," quote unquote, risk your life, whatever, right? "I'm willing to risk my life to more or less, to see if this is true or not. He's not giving it to me. Like, it's obviously not true." So some of the members of the Ender Dragon cult were starting to like get a little bit like they were starting to like talk amongst themselves, right? It was starting to be like, "Oh, maybe this kid is bluffing." And I think the Ender Dragon kid realized this. And the Ender Dragon kid's like, "Fine. So you have chosen death." And he looks at the subscriber. And he gets off his throne, or his like the seat, right? He gets off his throne and he stands up tall. He's like, "I will now show you my Ender Dragon powers. I will give you 5 seconds to convert to the Ender Dragon cult, or I will smite you with my dragon breath." And the subscriber's like, "All right, all right, dude, bet. Smite me then." And this, I think the Minecraft kid or the Ender Dragon kid, I think a little part of him actually believes that he's an Ender Dragon. I think a little part of him believes, because he, as you'll see, you'll just see, right? So the Ender Dragon kid stands up. He's like, fine, I will give you a count of 5 because I'm generous. And the subscriber's like, okay, go ahead. And the subscriber is just like, yeah, okay. And the dragon's like, fine, 5. And the subscriber's like, yep, 4. Subscribers just standing there. And remember, the crowd around is kind of formed a little bit stronger. And everyone in the Ender Dragon cult and all the bystanders are like, okay, what is he going to do? Like, what's actually going to happen? 3, 2, I'm giving you one more shot, dude. And the subscriber's like, okay, like, let's see it. He's like, 1. And so what he does is the Ender Dragon kid is just standing there, and he just is like, and he just starts, he makes that noise, and he's like trying to like look all menacing or whatever. He's like hunched over, he's like, starts making noise. He outstretches one of his palms like he has freaking Star Wars Force Lightning or something, or like 11 from Stranger Things crush ability or whatever. He's like, and then the most awkward silence follows. Just like that. And the subscriber's like, dude, was that the Ender Dragon powers? And the Ender Dragon kid is like, and then sprints away. Bro is out of there so fast. So the Ender Dragon cult completely disbands by that time, because they realize that the evil or the powerful Ender Dragon powers are actually just the kid screaming raw at you, kind of like annoyingly. Like, that's the thing they need to worry about. So, yeah. Anyways, Ender Dragon cult dissolves. The Minecraft kid no longer has a cult following of 10% of his grade, which is ridiculous. And life goes back to normal. Click on one of the videos on screen right now to support me if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're listening on Spotify, watch another video to help me out. And peace.